Have you ever watched The Big Bang Theory and wondered how Bernadette, with that tiny voice and big personality, managed to steal every scene she was in? Well, that is Melissa Rauch, a woman who looks small but is full of surprises. People often talk about her height, her look, and her voice, but when you actually check her real measurements, it is hard to believe how perfectly everything fits her personality. Stay with us because what you will find out about Melissa will change how you see her forever. And yes, her real measurements are nothing like what people guess. Melissa Rauch was born on June 23, 1980, in Marlborough, New Jersey. She was not a Hollywood kid or from a famous family. She grew up just like anyone else, going to school, doing theater, and trying to make people laugh. From a young age, she loved performing. Her classmates remember her always cracking jokes, doing impressions, and making teachers laugh when she was not supposed to. After college, she started doing stand-up comedy in small clubs. It was not easy, small crowds, late nights, and little money. But Melissa never gave up. One of her comedy bits caught the attention of a casting director, and that moment changed everything. She was chosen for a small part in The Office, and later she got the role that would make her famous, Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz in The Big Bang Theory. Let us start with the fact that shocks most people. Melissa Rauch is only 4 feet 11 inches tall. That is right, in a cast full of tall actors, Melissa stands proudly under 5 feet. But instead of it being a disadvantage, she used it to make her character unforgettable. Her voice, her posture, her confidence, everything about her made Bernadette stand tall even without height. Fans often say that Melissa's height adds to her charm because it makes her character appear sweet but also powerful. It is also interesting that she wears heels almost all the time during filming. But even then, she did not try to hide her size. She embraced it, and that is what made her so special. Now let us get to what everyone has been curious about, her real measurements. Melissa Rauch's body measurements are around 36, 27, 35 inches. That means she has a balanced and healthy figure. Not too skinny, not too muscular, just natural. But here is the secret: she does not focus on looking perfect, she focuses on feeling good. In interviews, Melissa has said she does not follow extreme diets. She eats home-cooked meals, loves fruits, and drinks lots of water. She is also a fan of yoga and light cardio. Her goal is to stay strong enough to do her work, not to fit into someone else's beauty idea. That is one of the reasons fans love her. She is real, and she does not pretend to be something she is not. Now, we cannot talk about Melissa without talking about that voice. That high-pitched sound is not her real voice. In real life, Melissa's voice is much softer and deeper. She created the Bernadette voice as part of her acting. She once said that the character's tone came from a mix of her parents' voices, her mother's sweetness and her father's sharp tone. It became one of the most recognizable parts of the show. Even though she is tiny, her voice and presence filled the room, proof that power does not always come from size. After The Big Bang Theory, many wondered what Melissa would do next. She did not just disappear, she moved behind the camera too. She co-wrote and starred in a movie called The Bronze, where she played a tough gymnast. That role needed strength, flexibility, and a lot of training, and Melissa did it all herself. She also returned to television as the lead in Night Court, showing that her talent goes far beyond comedy. Outside of acting, Melissa is a mother and a writer. She often shares how she balances work and family. Her honesty about motherhood and body image makes her even more relatable to fans. Now, when people say her measurements are insane, it is not just about numbers. It is about how well everything about her fits together: her size, her energy, her confidence, and her kindness. She might be small in height, but she has a larger-than-life personality. That is what makes her stand out in every role she plays. In Hollywood, where many stars try to look a certain way, Melissa proves that you do not have to change yourself to be noticed. Her measurements are just a small part of a much bigger story, one about confidence, humor, and staying true to who you are. So, let us go back to the title. Melissa Rauch's real measurements are insane. Yes, her numbers might surprise you, but the real reason people cannot stop talking about her is not just her size, it is how she uses what she has. She is proof that height does not measure talent. She is proof that beauty is not about perfection. And she is proof that sometimes, the smallest person in the room can have the biggest impact. If you ever feel like you are too small or not enough, just remember Melissa Rauch, the 4'11" powerhouse who showed the world that being yourself is what truly stands out. So, what do you think about her real measurements now? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe for more amazing stories about your favorite stars. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.